Well, good evening, everybody. My name is Kim Clouse. This is Clouse on Cars. I hope everybody had a good digital dealer. I skipped last week, didn't tell anybody, but I figured your brains were full, and I hope you had a good time there and could learn some stuff. This is Wednesday, April 17th. It's 7 p.m. Central, 5 o'clock West, 8 o'clock East. Just moving along a little bit with some things I've been reading lately. I hope this show finds you doing well. As I always do, I don't put up graphics, but if you'd like to join this show, you can text your email address to 205-300-8246, and then I'll send you an email and you can log right on from your phone or your laptop or desktop. But tonight we're just going to do a quick thing and get in and out. I've been talking. First, we talked about a couple of weeks ago, how does your community perceive your store? All right. And I hadn't had a lot of feedback about that, but I'm going to say it again. How are you perceived in your community? How is your dealership? And what is the feeling for your store in your community? Work on improving it. And it's probably already great. Work on making it better. I know a lot of you are doing a great job. Just go see, ask around, be out, be involved. Grassroots marketing, it's really important. Then I talked about some sales manager issues, full store BDC versus few people BDC, and talked about we would get into some analytics and different things and retargeting and conquest, stuff like that, with some guests that are coming. I am Kim Clouse. Once again, Auto Consultants, Clouse on Cars. And I say again, there's really nothing. I hope you can hear me fine. I'm not logged on to Facebook or any of my other feeds. I'm just going to speak a little bit tonight, and then you can watch the archive. I can't really bring anything new to you old hat folks that have been in digital and doing digital marketing at a dealership for a while. I mean, we all forget the basics. I did it every day. But I'm trying to associate new folks and the people who are uncomfortable with technology to work together and things like that. So that was full store BDC and what I would have you do if you were a salesperson that worked with me, not for me, but with me. Sales managers work for the sales consultants. And I talked about why you shouldn't worry about what the sales manager knows. And it's impossible because there's so many things going on for them and for the store that they have to be responsible for. So with all that being said, I watched David Kane a few minutes ago. A really good thing that he did on CBT. And hello, David, if you're watching. It was a CRM and what you should be doing with your CRM and why we hate it. And I agree totally. We all hate it, but it's the way we have to do things. It's helpful to management and to everyone involved in the store everywhere. And CRM, he said, for customer remembers me. I thought that was really something that someone had told him, and I think that's really a good way to look at it. Then from that, I read another little piece that Todd Smith, I think David and Todd had been talking, and Todd was saying on several different places, and Todd, forgive me but I'm pretty sure that it was you that said this, and I believe it, and I liked it, I believe, on LinkedIn, that there's going to be a renaissance of CRMs in the upcoming months or year. For a while, there's been difficult and enormously complicated things that you can or cannot do with different CRMs. Most of them are really, really good, I have to say. But I think there's going to be as well a renaissance. You're going to see some things coming back that should be there. video storage and whatnot. There, I mean, it may already be there, and I'm so far behind, I don't know, but I doubt it. Once again, Kim Clouse, if you want to come live into the show, text me 205-300-8246. I can bring you in on your phones if you've got Chrome installed on your iPhone, or if you have a Droid. Either way, go to your app store and get Stage 10 Entertainment. I can bring you in from your phone. If you've got a desktop or a laptop, just email me, contact@iolaconsultants.com. I'll pop my mail open, and when you jump in there, I'll try and copy your mail and make that come right in here too. So if I don't get to you, hey, it's because I'm going off on this tangent. So we talked about perception. We talked about sales managers and some of their responsibilities, and salespeople, and why you should make the sales manager's job, as easier than it should be. I know that sounds weird, but you should, so he can help you more. And the way to do that is with the CRM. And then we talked about this Renaissance thing, and Active Engage, another really, really good company and product. They've got a lot of things going on. I use them, when they first started, really, basically. And their abilities are incredible. A lot of good software out there. I just know these folks personally, trust them, and know that they do good things, and they help automotive a great deal. So hats off. The next thing I'd like to talk about is just, are you looking at what you're supposed to be doing? Like I said last week, what can I be doing right now to sell a car? If you think that all day, every day, you'll sell a lot of cars if you're, using common sense and doing the right things. I ran into a dealership recently, and one of the guys that I helped train came up to me, and I had tried to sneak in the back way. I was in a hurry. I just was there for a quick parts visit. And he came up to me and grabbed me, and he said, "Hey, listen, I sold 30 cars last month." Well, our whole county is 65,000 people. So selling 30 vehicles is really, really, astronomical job in a lot of areas. But this guy's just like third or fourth year in automotive. He's at the chamber meetings. He's at the Kiwanis. He's at Rotary. He's everywhere. And just a super, super individual. Congratulations to you and to that whole team out there. And you know who I'm talking about. I saw you yesterday, I think. I'm not sure. Days are running together for me, folks. So another thing, I've got some really other good stories. I was in the dealership, and they always do promotions, the manufacturers, or service contract folks or somebody. And so one of these new sales managers got it was addressed to him, and it was a box, and a fairly large box. They brought it up from parts and delivered it, and he opened one of them up, and it was it was these. It was a Yeti. And there was a whole bunch of them. And let me just taste this tea. It's in here. Excuse me. Anyway, it was for customers who came in and signed up for one of the particular menu. It's a multi-line store, and they had to sign up for something, for some event, and then they got a Yeti. Well, he thought they sent all the Yetis to him, so he was just giving them away to everybody, all the employees. And he ran over to me, saw me in there, and he said, "Hey, I just got a whole bunch of Yetis given to me. You want one?" I said, "Sure." Well, a little bit later, he called me back. He said, "I was supposed to give those Yetis out to these customers. They're, here to look for them." I said, "Well, you need to go buy some Yetis." Because everybody that had taken them wasn't giving them back. I would have gladly, but who wants a Yeti that's been used? I don't think anybody. Anyway, Clouse on Cars, it's a little bit after 7 o'clock, 9 minutes into the show. So I'm going to go on and ask you, how are you perceived in your store? What are you doing to assist the managers and the BDC or are you a full store BDC? Are you doing the right things out on the lot to try and find out the customer's wants and needs and get them on the right vehicle? This is just basic stuff, okay? Basic stuff. And we need to have a come to Jesus meeting with ourselves about, if we're doing everything every minute of the day, asking ourselves, this second, what can I be doing to sell a car? These guys that are relentless about that are making bank, and they're not, and they're networking, and their customers send them more, and it's just astronomical. If you just park yourself there and work all day, you're there 8 hours or 12. Why not utilize it? It's just one of the most important things ever. A lot of thoughts about whether or not the entire store is a BDC or a BDC per se. 5-7 people over there doing business development. I think it's business relationship. Are doing what they need to be doing. So, after watching David, and then after seeing some really interesting stuff, I'm not certain. I read so many things in the last 24 hours. There was another post, and you guys chime in here. Go to facebook.com/Clouse on Cars, YouTube Clouse on Cars, if you want to look at this archive in a little bit. But I can't remember. Tell me who it was that said that this year, we know everybody that's coming to the dealerships are on this technology, mobile. They're coming in as walk-ups. We know that. And there was another thing that intrigued me, that used cars are up and new cars are down. And what are the reasons for that? And why don't we discuss it? Well, a lot of different things. But what we're here for is, if you have an issue, okay, I'm going to cut this short tonight because the next couple of shows we're going to get into some topics with some guests. So as I've been promising since, we were going to come on February, then March, but it's happening. I want to know why do you think that used cars are on the rise and manufactured new vehicles are going down, or even are they for your store? Some stores are doing astronomical with new vehicles. Some are doing not so well and selling more used, more pre-owned certified. It's just one of those things. Again, we'll get into some websites, some analytics, some tracking, some retargeting, some conquest. By the way, be careful that when you're retargeting is great for service, and conquest is great for service and sales if they buy somewhere else. But if you're actively working somebody in the CRM, make sure that what you're retargeting people are doing for you and your campaigns aren't out on top of the customers you're actually working now. I've seen that problem 3 or 4 times in the last week. Everything was running together, and it was just overlapping. It's too much for the customer. Check up on that, would you? Until next week. Hey, look, this could be I'm going to start announcing what day and what time, just at random. I'm going to try and be on every Wednesday. Digital Dealer was last week. I know everybody had a great time. I'm sorry I missed Sean and Bill and Joe's karaoke. I usually win that thing. Well, I did 8 years ago. Well, I guess that's been 10 years ago. I never won it. I'm terrible. But I'm sorry, you guys, I missed that. Thanks for the invite. I want you to pay attention to what's going on. Look at this retargeting stuff. Make sure it's not too early or too much on the customer. Look at some different things that are process oriented. Evaluate them. Make sure you're doing them right. I want to keep this short tonight, so I'm going to be over with it. Watch very soon. In LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook. You'll see it. I'll start having posts about guests and when, and we'll move forward. I'll probably have some cool graphics too. Who knows? Once again, 2019. I hope you're rocking and rolling. Clouse on Cars. You'll learn here. It's automotive reality discussions. Got a problem with your store? email it to contact@iautoconsultants.com, and we'll review it right here live, or if you want to come on, we will. All right. I'm going to move on. I hope you guys have a great rest of your month, and just do what you're supposed to do every second of every day. All right. Talk to you very, very soon. I appreciate it.